Hey guys, this is Stu from Stuart Scale Models, and this is my second in-box review for my entry into the M Groupbuild, hosted by Steve Mottram. That's basically a group build where if anything with the letter M in it, it could be an aircraft, it can be a ship, it can be sci-fi, a figure, anything. I've chosen basically to do the Sherman M4A3, and as part of the diorama I'm going to include these figures and obviously this Kubelwagen. So the Kubelwagen will be abandoned, possibly going to see if I can get a bullet hole through the windscreen and just left for the door open to the side, as though it's been just parked there in a haste for the Axis forces to evacuate Bastogne at the end of the Battle of the Bulge. And obviously I've got the extra figures which I'll be featuring in the dia as well, but I won't be using all of them, and these are from Dragon of the US 101st Airborne Division at Bastogne 1944. Anyway, moving on, I'm just going to take that box out of the way first and we will focus on this little beauty. Now, I've been told by Mark Cohen and many others that this is a super little kit. Very easy to put together and builds into a super little kit itself, and I thought I'd have a crack at it anyway. I've got one of two in my stash. Oops, the box has just fallen over, bear with me. Just pop that back in. It's popping back up there, so excuse me a minute. The other one I've got down here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Which is a desert version, which I'll be using in a dia at some time in the future. Okay, but as I say, this is the version I'm going to go with the European scheme. The one marked on the box here is of a Kubelwagen which was used out in Russia. I shall be using one in a tritonal scheme, which would fit the bill. But as I say, they were used throughout every theatre during the war by the Axis forces, basically in North Africa, Italy, Greece, also throughout Europe and in Russia. Okay, there are still quite a few still running by preservation societies today, so that shows you brilliant German engineering, and it's still long lasting. Anyway, without further ado, we get on with the review, apart from me waffling. And as I say, you've got the typical white box art illustration on the front, which is beautifully done. There is a driver figure which comes with it, but I won't be using that, obviously, because it's going to be an abandoned vehicle. If anybody wants to know what the kit number is of this particular kit, it is 35213/1500. So if you want to freeze frame that and take a note of the kit number, by all means do so. Okay. Right, okay, got that. On the side of the box here, you've got the tritonal scheme, which is the one I will be doing. So that's going to be for the Dio. And then on the other side, you're showing the version which you can use in a Panzer Grey scheme earlier in the war. Okay. Right, first off, we'll get the instruction sheet out. Okay. And that comes with a picture of the assembled kit, which does look fantastic, and there's a nice level of detail on there, and there's your figure as well. A little history about the vehicle here, and then once we open up, obviously you've got all the products you can get from Tamiya for your modelling tools, glue, etc. And then a colour call out, obviously in Tamiya colours, but again on the Hobby Colour app, which you can download from Play Store, you'll be able to convert them to whichever paint brand you'll be using. First stage of the assembly is obviously to get hold of the chassis. You put the exhaust pipes and the engine in, along with the main drive shaft and the rear axle. Front axle goes in, under tray goes in. Okay, and then obviously it's showing you where to put the petrol tank. And then you've got the rear mount for the actual engine bay, steering column, rudder pedal. You got the rudder pedals, the brake and gear lever pedals, the gear lever, handbrake goes in, and then obviously you've got the sides which go onto the main chassis, upper part of the actual storage hood, which is at front. That goes together onto the lower part of the chassis. That's the main bodywork. And then obviously you've got the assembly of, looks like the actual rear bumper. Okay, and then obviously you've got the front seat assembly there. And then put in the back hood on, which is obviously a cover which goes over the vehicle. Now I'm not sure if they've got one with the hood already fully done. I might have to source one aftermarket version, because obviously it's going to be winter. And then you put the rear bumper on, obviously connecting the engine cover on. Main central column goes in along with the steering wheel. You've got a colour guide there. Spare tyre goes in, seats go in, as you can see here, and that goes over the front, which is the engine cover. And then coming to the final stages of the assembly, you've basically got the wheel hubs which go inside the tyres. Tyres go on, obviously you've got the engine mount which goes on as well. Then you assemble the headlights, side horn, etc. and your windscreen. Okay. Once you put your tools on, then basically put on the rear, that looks like the rear crash column, I think. And then the side doors go on, tools, headlamps, rear part of the actual cover for the roof, windscreen goes on, mirrors go on. This is showing your position if you want the windscreen down. And then obviously you've got the colour guide to the figure here, which I won't be using, and then to position it into the vehicle. Okay. And then finally obviously put the vehicle door open. Okay, which is what I'll be doing. First colour scheme is of a unit of the Sturmgeschütz Brigade 667 in France, summer 1944, which is the version I'm going to be doing. And the next one is of the Panzer Propaganda Campania 697 Russia 1943 to 44. And then obviously you've got the Leicht Division 999 Italy 1943, which is your overall Panzer Grey. Okay. As I say, you do have the option of doing a tritonal version, but I think, to be honest with you, I'm going to go with that one. That's more accurate. Okay. So there you go. That's the assembly process. Quite easy and quick to build. And then we go on to the main cruxus, which is the kit parts. Now you only get 2 sprues with this, because it's quick, easy assembly. So we'll have a look at them. Try and get the bag open, that is. Someone show it to me, a bloody bag. So I've got so many staples. Oops, I swore. Sorry, Paul. Oh well, that's me aiming at getting the fine. Right, let's get them out of the bag. Right, again, that's your lower chassis. You can see that. Lovely level of detail on there, very crisp, no flash at all. Sorry for the noise outside, they're having their front lawn cut. And building work going on upstairs, so excuse the noise. And then obviously you've got the under tray there. There's the little engine, which you could probably, if I can get it into focus. There's your little engine, which is quite nicely detailed. Okay. And then you've got the side parts of the actual body shell, which you can see here. The doors, nicely moulded. Front cover, where you've got the mount for the spare tyre. There's your wheels, nicely detailed. Wheel hubs, which go on the back of the wheels. And that's the rear part of the actual engine deck. Okay, side columns, exhausts, under tray, and an engine mount, which you can see there, and there's your spare tyre. And the only thing is there's a slight bit of a seam there, so that's going to be a bit of a nightmare to sand down. Okay, pop that back in the bag so we don't lose anything. As I say, it's going to be quite a quick, easy, full together build, this one. Let's Get that back in the bag. Oh, come on. There we go. Along with the part of the chassis. And then we go on to the second sprue. Get that open. The staples are an absolute damn nightmare. Right, here we go. And then obviously you've got other parts. You've got the rear steering column along with the main drive shaft, which you see there. Okay. You got your rudder, you got your pedals right there for your brakes, and obviously you're changing gear. Steering column. Okay. Very lovely level of D. Crash bar, rear crash bar, as you can see there. Roll bar, sorry. Engine mount. That's your petrol tank. No, I think this is part of the assembly for your hood. You know, that goes over the car, as it were. Okay. Nice level of fabric detail on the seats, which I don't know if you can see there, guys. Okay. Very nicely caught. And again, on the back rear seat as well. So that's going to come up nicely with the wash. And then obviously you've got the hood there, which is felt back. But I might see if I can source one which goes over the model. Okay. And then obviously you've got the parts of the figure, which obviously I won't be using in this instance. So really nice detail. And then obviously you've got the seat frame here. Your dashboard, which you can see there. I think you see that, guys. There's your dashboard. It's quite nice. Steering wheel, tools, frame, etc. So yeah, this is going to build into a super little kit, I have to say. And then obviously what they have done, which is a really sensible move, is your windscreen, which obviously you've got to cut out. Okay, now I'm going to get the bullet hole reflecting that. I don't know, I'll have to do some research on that. Right, so that's the main cruxus of that kit. And then obviously, last but not least, is your decals. Now, I may have no choice but to use these, unfortunately, guys, so it's going to be fun. But again, I'm not going to take them out. They are, oh, I don't know, I think I will actually. Hang on. Let's get them out. See what they're like. Yeah, pretty thick again, unfortunately, guys, so they're going to be a nightmare to bed down, but nice detail all the same with the unit badges and the number plates. Okay, I'll pop that back in its bag so it doesn't get damaged. So that's your Kubelwagen. Now we're coming on to the figures, which I'm going to use. I'm not going to, as I say, I'm not going to use them all. And this set, if you want to get hold of it, is set 6163. That's 6163. That's for the US 101st Airborne Division, Bastogne, 1944. Nice box art illustration, as you can see here, but depicted in the Ardennes forest with 4 figures in their winter camo uniforms. Okay, depicted of the period. But as I say, I might well use maybe 1 or 2 of these figures. I haven't made my mind up yet. Okay. On the back, you've got the colour call-outs for what colours you would need to use. I think they're Mr. Hobby Colour, basically there. Again, with the Hobby Colour app, you can convert those to whichever brand you want to use. And then down the bottom here, you've got the wall mount nose coat detail, and even a bayonet for the scabbard. So that's very nicely done there. Right, let's get the figures out. Basically, you've got 3 sprues. I cut them open, have a look at them. Recess, famous last words. Get them out. So you've got 3 sprues. Just put the box over the back here in a minute. Main set obviously is of the figures themselves. Again, beautiful, exceptional detail on them. Nicely caught in their tunics, etc. You've got the back cloth there for their coats. I'm not quite sure what these are, but there again, oh, that's your canisters, etc. But as I say, the sculpting, particularly on these legs, is absolutely exquisite. It really is. And even on their main part, their tunics, beautifully caught. And even the sculpts on the faces is nicely caught as well. So there you go. But as I say, it's a lovely set. You've even got the knife there, shoulder holster for his pistol, so that's nicely caught. Again on the back, lovely detail. So these really are going to boost the diorama, they really are, guys. I heartily recommend you get some dragon figures. And then obviously you've got your main armament, which you see there. Okay, again the level of detail on them is beautiful. Oh, you've even got a, oh, that's interesting. They've got a German brigade launcher as well. Bloody hell. Okay. Thompson machine gun. You've got the ordinary rifle there as well. Again, the level of detail on them, guys, is gorgeous. And then obviously you've got a duplicate set here and one with the machine gun mount as well. I'm not sure we got a sniper rifle in there. I think there's supposed to be one. I'm not sure. But again, beautiful, exceptional detail, and that would add greatly to the diorama. So I would heartily recommend you get both these kits, as it will add emphasis to the dio and really sort of create a very good story. The bases, as I say, I'm getting a replacement for that. You can get that from Fields of Glory. Actually, I might quickly show you that. I'll show you the base of it anyway. There you go, that is the base, and that's from a company called Fields of Glory, so check them out. I think that's .co.uk or .com. They're based in Camberley, loads of accessories, and this is the sort of base I'll be using. But as I say, there is a side wall. I have ordered a replacement set, I'm just waiting for that to come in. But again, the cobbling on there is beautifully caught, even the pavement, as you can see there, beautifully done. So there you have it. That is my inbox review of the final pieces to my dio for the M Groupbuild, which is the Kubelwagen from Tamiya and the US 101st Airborne Division figures, Bastogne 1944. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the reviews, and so until the next time, get kit crazy, happy modelling, and I'll speak to you soon.